Inventor. MIT App Inventor. It is an online platform designed to teach computational thinking concepts through the development of mobile applications. Students create applications by dragging and dropping components into a design view and using visual blocks language to program application behavior. So those who have participated in the Scratch session might have some idea how they can drag and drop. It's like a puzzle, like fixing the pieces in the puzzle. So like that. So as like Scratch, you are going to work on programming, but with some visual components. App Inventor is a cloud-based tool. Fortunately, we don't need to install, uninstall, or configure anything in your computer. But for the emulator, we have to do some settings. So I will tell about that a bit later. With that, we can build Android applications using web browser. Keep it in mind that we cannot use Internet Explorer, but we can use Chrome or Firefox to run this or work on the MIT App Inventor. And it's also a visual program, as I said already, it's a visual programming environment that allows everyone, even children, to build fully functional apps for smartphones and tablets. So those new to MIT App Inventor can have a simple first app running in less than 30 minutes. Therefore, I promise you are going to build an app in few minutes. So be ready for that. Further, block-based tools facilitates support us to develop apps in significantly less time than in the traditional programming environments. So what traditional programming environments mean, like Java, C++, and those things. So here I'm not saying that traditional programming languages are hard or difficult to study, but it takes time to get better understanding. Like you have to have a better understanding of syntax, rules, and ID that where you are going to run the program. So here, but with no time, we can create an app, of course, a program with MIT App Inventor. Now, let's move on to the practical session. Let me share my screen now. Hope everyone can see my screen. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is search for the MIT App Inventor. Right? The first thing you get is the correct one. It is from their website. So go click this. There you are. This is the place where you are going to start with your MIT App Inventor. So first thing you have to do is here, click Create Apps. Hope everyone can see my screen. Kasun?
Yes, Sahali, we can see.
Okay, right. The other important requirement is you have to have Gmail account to have an account in MIT App Inventor. Since I have already have an account, so
actually you have to have a Gmail account.
Gmail.
I strongly recommend that you don't have to, but it'll be easy for us also. If you can use your Open University Gmail account, it'll be nice.
Yes. since I have already created an account, so I am using mine. So this is the interface you are going to get soon after that. Soon after you created your account. But since I have already created and have some program already running, the interface is a bit different. But for you all, like I will give some time to start your account, but the interface is a bit different because you want to get these things interface, the palette and the component properties, these things, only the blank screen will be there. Other than that, everything is fine. And I will give a brief explain about these menus. So here you will get this projects menu. So here you can see my project. So if it is your first program, then you will not get any things under this. But if I click this, I have few things. So it is there. And if you want to start a new one, then you can click the create new app and can give name. But I will come to this bit later. And other thing is import project. So this is an important thing you must know. Actually, you can create import project, the same MIT projects from somewhere else, like your another account or even from the Google or somewhere else, and you can import to your account and you can use it. But the extension should be .aia, and you have to. So I will show how to import the project as well. And even you can import from repository like GitHub and those things. And there are some other things. When you are working with that, you will get a better understanding. And connect. This is another important thing you must know. So like once you have created your app, you have to run, or you have to see whether it is working properly. So for that, we have 3 ways: AI companion, emulator, and USB. So here today, I'm going to show first 2 ways for you, and you are going to work out on USB after studying this session, right? So I will show this, how we are going to work with these 2 after start doing the project. And in the build here also, and in case if you don't have AI companion in your phone, we can build the app, Android app, in the computer itself or in the device itself, and get the QR code. And by scanning the QR code through your phone, Android phone, you can install the app. So that is why this build is here. Since I don't select any project, it is disabled. After that, after running or creating the project, we can see how it is running also. And there are some settings. Help. In the help, you have a lot of things. You can study even from this app, you can study all the MIT App Inventor projects, and even from 0 to the top. So they have plenty of tutorials here. So you can go and see the step-by-step tutorials here. So when you have time, you can go and see. And that's all. So now I'm going to give you some time, around 5 or 6 minutes, to create your own account. Then you can work with me parallelly. So when I'm doing the project, so you also can do, so you can get a better understanding. So I will give you 6 minutes. Now it's 8:20, and 8:26, I will start the session. So first thing, you have to go to Google and search for MIT App Inventor. Then you will get the results. In the first link, click and give your Gmail ID and get created. Okay, someone is saying cannot start
No, no,
with
wait.
Gmail account.
On the same, as far as I understand it, you don't sign in, no. You just have to be logged into your Gmail account and on the same browser, isn't it? And then the system will recognize it. I didn't have to log in even. I just, it asked me which Gmail account I wanted to use and I went there, right? So the person who's having the problem, I'm not sure what it is. I can't sign up with my OUSL Gmail account. I don't understand how that is possible. But anyway, you do it with whatever account you want and go forward. We'll see why that is. No, it should. If you are logged into your any Gmail account, the system, then it will allow you to access. Basically, it will ask you which, if you're logged into many accounts or you have many accounts, it will ask you which one you want to use. Yeah, you have to select which one, and if you're not logged into that, you may have to log into that Gmail account first. Then you go to the system. That's all it is. Yeah, you log into Google first, exactly. Anyway, please carry on, Ahali. I mean, that's a minor problem.
Yes, I will give another 2 or 3 minutes for everyone to get the account created. So it seems most of you all have done. So I'll start again without waiting. Let me share the screen again. Right, the students who said they have done with the registration and get created the account must have got some interface like this, but without this project list. So you can see, I think this start new project and some other things. So now I'm going to show how are you going to create your first app. So go, you can start from here, start new project, or even from here. Okay, so I'll click start new project, and you can ask questions if you have any issues. And another thing is when you are creating a new app and you have to give a project name. So here you can't use spaces, right? So I'm going to give a name. Hello, it's me. Say okay. Right. Are you all working with me or doing parallelly? Right. So now you have got an interesting thing in your screen, isn't it? You can see something like your mobile phone screen. So this is where you're going to create your app and the design the blocks and everything, right? Okay, so this name is a screen. So here in your left side, you can see some list of things like interface. So under the interface, you can see buttons, checkbox, date picker, image, label, lot of things. These are the things you are going to use to create your app. So if you are like, if you want a button, then you are going to drag it from here. Okay. And there are some other things also I will show, like layout. In the layout, you are going to you can use horizontal arrangement, like you are going to arrange something in horizontal in a same way or in a unique way. So you can drag this and put all the things inside that horizontal arrangement layout. So likewise, there are some other things like media. In the media, you have got some files. So if you want to play sound or player or something else, even we'll do some other exercises using these things. So text to speech and those things. So you are going to drag the media files here to your working place, right? Also, if you want more medias, like if you are going to create a new app, and you can search for the media file in the Google as well, and you can get it and put it here. And drawing and animation things are there, ball, canvas, image, sprite, and maps. There are a lot of things here. You can explore it once you get time. And extension. So as I said already, if you want to use any extension which is not in your computer, you can download it from some other sites and you can import it here. So by clicking import extension, if it is already in your computer, then you can click this, or otherwise you can click this URL and you can get it, right? Now, we will create our first app. The first app is going to a very simple thing. I'm going to create one button. And if I press that button, it is going to say hello. Hello, it's me, or something else, whatever. For that, actually, if you have your picture in your computer or device, you can use that picture. And even if you have your own voice recorded in your device, like hello or something, you can use that. Otherwise, you can download something else from Google and use it, right? So first, I'm going to drag a button. Under interface, I'm going to drag a button here. So you can watch here, whenever I drag something from here, from the interface palette, you can see those here, components. Already the screen is there, and button now I have added, and properties. So when you want to change the properties like background, those things, height, weight, and those things, here you can see. You can see by clicking the component, you can change those properties. And even you can delete, rename, and those things. So if you want to add any media files, you can upload by clicking this upload file button. Say, right? So I added one button. I'm going to add another label here. And next thing, going to add the media player, because here we are going to say something. So I'm adding the media player here, but you you can see whenever I add these media files, it will not be shown here, but you can see under the component. So here it is there, and if you go to blocks, and there also you can see. So I have added media player player also here. Then I'm going to upload two things. As I said, I'm going to give an image to this button, as well as when I press this button, it is going to say something. So I'm going to add two things. One is the image, and the other thing is voice recording. So through here, I'm going to add this upload file, choose file. So I have already something in my download list. Okay, and right, smiley face. Okay, so I have added two things, two media files here. One is voice, and the other one is smiley face JPG, right? Okay. Now I'm going to change the design and the properties of this button first. So I'll click this. So you can see here, this is like clicked, and I'm going to change the height and width of this button. So say I'm giving, say 300 pixel. Okay. And for the width, I'm going to say fill parent. So the fill parent is width. If I say fill parent for this width, so it is going to cover the whole screen. I mean the whole width of the screen. Now you can see this is fully covered, right? And I'm going to change the image for this button. So see image, right? Click this and smiley face. I'm going to select this smiley face and say, okay, right. So I will delete this text because already in the button there is a text. So I'm deleting this text. So, okay. The next one is I'm going to add the player. So to layer one. And going to change this. Source property, I'm going to change this to source property for this my video. Say okay. Then I'm going to change this label. So for this, I'm going to give some thing like press me. Enter. And font size maybe bit bigger, 30. Okay. And background color. I'm not very good at selecting colors, so I'm just putting, say, cyan color. And text color, maybe blue. Right. Okay. Now, the time to go to blocks. Now we have designed the interface. Now we are going to design the blocks to work this, make this app working. So for that, you can see here two buttons. One is designer and the other one is blocks. So we are in designer page now. So we have designed something. Now we are going to the blocks part. So I'm clicking the blocks. Right. You will get something like this, a blank page with some things here on your left. So built-in screen, any component, those things, and the media, whatever the files you have uploaded. So here you can see these are the things you have added in your designer page. One screen, button, label, and a player. Right? For these things only, we are going to give some work to make the app working. So for that, first I'm going to give a work for this button because the app is the app is like there is one button. If I press the button, it has to say something, say hello or something. So for that, I'm clicking this button. Say, you can see, if I click this button, all the activities which we can done with this button will be displayed here. Right? So you can see the actions, settings, and everything you can see. So first thing what I'm going to do is, I'm going to click. Our plan is to click the button, right? Not just like hovering the mouse. So I'm going to select this one because when I press the button, it has to do something. So I'm taking this block here, right? When button 1 is clicked. This is what we have, like, we are going to do, right? So it is here now. Then when the button is clicked, what have to happen? What's happening? It has to play something, right? So I have to select this player. But should this player doing? To play something. So call player 1. The name is player 1. So I'm calling this player 1 to start and putting this here. Right? So I fix this with this. right? So that's all. Now we have done the important part, the block part. So I'm going back to the designer. So here we have set something for this button. Now the time to run this app. For this, as I have told you already, we have 3 ways. One is running with the help of AI companion. The other one is emulator. The other one is USB. The first time I'm going to show how we can do it with AI companion. For that, we have to do 2 things. One is you have to install AI companion in your Android phone. It's a small app. You have to install it. Then while doing the QR scanning, you can automatically like install the particular app to the phone. Otherwise, I can build this app here in the device itself, and I can get the, after building or completing the app, we can transfer to the devices, Android device. So that's what I'm going to do it first, since I don't have Android phone at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it. So for that, the procedure is I have to, after creating the design and blocks, I have to go to build and say Android app. So it takes some time to like preparing and building the app. So we have to wait for this. And I will show other way also after completing this method. It takes some time. And if you all are doing parallelly, that's good. Then you also can get the app working with me. And the students who are not doing but having Android phone, keep your phone ready. So because we are going to get a QR code, so you can scan with your phone scanner and you can easily install the same app in your phone. So be ready for that. Right. Now waiting for the code. Right. So this is the QR code you are going to use to install this app in your device. If you all are having, or if you all have, or if anyone have Android phone and not doing with me, then you can scan this and install the same app in your phone. Shall I wait for you to scan this, or shall I close this? Yeah, it is at the moment it is working only for the Android. Still, this MIT app inventor people is working on iOS device to get worked. Right. So shall I dismiss this screen? I need your response, students. You want me to wait, or shall I close this? Right. How many of you all are doing with me? Okay, I dismissed. Right. Is it working in your phone? Is it working? Say yes or no, or say something. If it is not working, yes, yes, that's good. So see, within 30 minutes time, you have created an app for your Android phone. So this is the basic thing. So with that, you can create a lot of interesting apps, educational apps, or whatever the apps you want. Okay, someone is saying I don't have Android phone at the moment. I got the screenshot. Okay, that's fine. Right, good. Okay, so I'm going to show another method of running this app. So the one is the first thing I showed, to run this through the AI companion. For that, since I don't have Android phone at the moment, I'm going to build the app in the device, I mean in the computer itself, and getting the QR code, and through that code, we are going to install that app in your phone. So that is what we have done now. The other method is connecting or running via emulator. Emulator is a thing, it is exactly like a phone, which where we can see the immediate result. So in case, or people like me, the people don't have Android phone, then it's and wanted to create apps, it's difficult. Every time we have to search for a Android phone to run and see the immediate result. So for that, we can install something called emulator. So through that, we can see the immediate results. So I will show how this is going to work, right? Right. For that, I have to install this emulator. So I have already installed, but now I'm going to show how it is working. After that, I will show how to install that. So for that, first, I have already installed, as I told you. So after installing the emulator, you will get the icon like this, AI starter. So I have to start this button. In order to get the emulator working, I have to start this. So I'm giving double click for this. So after giving double click, it will come to the taskbar. So here you can see something is running, right? So while this is running, I can run my app as well. So this is the app, and Now I'm going to say connect to emulator. Right, now the emulator is getting started. You have to wait for 1 or 2 minutes, so it takes some time. Okay, there's some issues. I'll do it again. Normally it takes time. I think if I can restart my computer, this AI emulator will be working, but I have to leave from the meeting. So we'll see what I can do else. Okay, till it's getting connected, I will show how to download the simulator and run this. For that, you have to download something from the MIT App Inventor page. So this is the thing I think you have to download. Yes. Yeah, in the MIT App Inventor, go to this installing and running emulator in AI2. There you will get, if I want, I will paste this link in the chat so you can follow it. Right. So for that, install the App Inventor setup software. So if you are using Windows, go for this for the instruction. Or if it is a Mac OS, go for that. And you have to download the installer. It is a 1.5 GB setup file. You have to install this, and then everyone knows how to install the file. So there will be some procedures. So you have to read the instructions and do it properly, because try not to change the path, because you have to give the place in the C drive, because it's a bit sensitive app. So if you try changing your path, there will be any issues in running. So please save it in your C file. Then click yes and restart your computer. Then you are ready to work with your emulator. Right. After installing this, you will get something like icon like this, right? So you have to double click it to get it running, and you can work on it. So the issue is now it's not running for me. So Kasun, you are here, right?
Yes, Sahalia. I'm here.
Okay. Shall I restart because I have to leave and join? Is that okay?
Okay, no issue.
So
Then
while
let's,
it will
yeah,
take
just,
only 1 or 2 minutes, but by the time students also can try to download and start doing these emulator things.
yeah. At the same time, Mahali, I need to add something to your discussion.
Yes.
If they have iOS devices, they can
Okay.
iOS or Android devices, they can download some AI companion app from the App Store.
Ah, right. Okay,
Then
that's a
they can easily run their applications.
Okay, if you have some files or something you want to show them.
Yeah, I can share the screen now. Then you can restart your machine and then show the emulator part.
Right.
At
Then
the same
shall
time,
yes, I'll leave and join
sure,
back.
sure. Then now I can share my screen. Then I
Right.
will show
So,
the things.
right. Thank you. I'll make you host and leave.
Okay.
Leaving.
Students, I think you all can see my screen now. Okay, I think most of them having Android devices. And if you do not have Android devices, if you have iOS devices, we can do the this application running process. Actually, you need to log into the. I'm showing my device now. I think I'm using Android device. You have to log into the. If you are using Android device, you have to log into the App Store. Then search MIT A12 companion. This is the app you have to install to your mobile device. The same application is available in the Apple App Store as well. You can download this one. Once you download and install it in your mobile devices, you can run that Inventor applications. I think Ms. Ahali already showed that QR code. If you are using, now I can show the application. Okay, this is the application that I have downloaded to my Android device. And open this one. Actually, this is the app I have created. Can open this one. Then here, here you can see two options. The first one is the connect with code, and the second option is scan QR code. I think some of them already taken Ms. Sahari's QR code. If you download this application to your machine, you can directly scan that code. If not, you can enter that 6-character code under the QR code. Then you can run the application, right? Do you have any issue regarding the application installation part? This mobile application one? Okay, I can share another QR code. Then you can try out it now. It's loading, then you can see the QR code. After that, you can scan that QR code, or you can type that code into the mobile application that you have installed to your machine, mobile device. Ahali, I think you joined, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now it is working for me, the emulator. So I can, have you finished showing?
Yeah, I showed the mobile application installation part. You can continue. Then
Right.
at the end of the session, we can give some advices for them if they have some
Right.
issues.
Okay. Right. This is the app we created and run it with the QR code. Now I'm going to show the other way, like using emulator. So as I told you already, so after you install that setup file, you will get some icon like this, AI starter. So before you like try to connect through the emulator, you have to double click this to make it running. Then you have to say emulator. So it is already running, so it is not, it is disabled now. Now you can see. Can you see the emulator, Kasu?
No, Hali.
No. Okay, then I'll stop this and share the screen. Okay, okay. So you can see the emulator now, isn't it?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, so this is the emulator. So if you want, okay, so we'll run this and see. So I have to press this.
Hello, it's me.
So you can hear the sound as well, right? Can you hear the sound?
Yes, Hali, we can hear.
Hello, it's me.
Right. Okay, fine. So this is the emulator one. So if you don't have an Android phone at the moment or near you, so you can work with this emulator. It's a very interesting thing. So because soon after you creating this thing, you can check with this emulator. So we'll create another one and see how it is working. So by now you must have got some basic idea of how this app Inventor is working. So you have a lot of things, interesting things to create. So you can like start playing with MIT App Inventor. So do you like, Kasun, you are going to say something before starting the next project?
No, actually, we can get some feedback from students now. How many of them
Okay.
have completed up to
Yes.
so far, right? I think we can, yeah, if you have completed the first project, you can send message to the chat, then we can get some idea about the audience.
Yeah. Are there emulator for Windows? Yes, this is for the Windows. Yeah, once you install that setup file, it will get installed with that. How to add emulator? I have shown already. Anyway, I'll show it again. Okay, completed. Okay, getting good responses. Very good. Okay, for someone it is worked for AI companion. Very good. So what about others? We have given two options. Once you have to work with us, so you can get the same output. Otherwise, you can at least scan the QR code and install the app in your phone. Somehow you have to have this app in your device today. Right. Okay. Yeah, we are getting good responses, Kasun. So I'll move to the next project, isn't it?
So Hali, we can continue the session.
Right. Okay. I'll start with the next small one again. Completed, but not play the audio clip. You must check your player or sound, so not coming. Okay, now I'm going to create a new one project, start new project, going to give a name like text to voice. Say okay. This is also a very simple one. So after that, we'll see a big one, because to get a better understanding, I'll again show something similar or simple one. So for that, I'm going to add the label here. Oh, sorry. Text box here. To what I'm going to do is I'm going to type some text and going to press a button. So after pressing the button, it is going to read the text, right? So for that, I have to have the text box, because in the text box only we use to type the letters or something, whatever the things. So I have already drag and drop a text box here, and now dragging a button. So as I showed you already, you can change the customization properties of these buttons and the text boxes and everything. So I will like say I'll change this width of the text box for the field parent. So it will like cover the whole width of the screen. And for the button, if you have any pictures like text to voice images, you can add, or you can otherwise say click. So it's up to you using these things. So I will make the say 50%, and width also 50%. So you can have a big button. It's good if you have given any images for this button. So I will give different background for this, so you can see the letters yellow, and even you can give the background for the screen, and you can do a lot of things. So I have shown the basic things, so you can play with that. Now, okay, the important thing, go to media and drag and drop this. Text to speech one. So drag it here. So it will shown in the other component tab. That's all. Now I'm going to create the blocks. For that, so what should happen is when I click that button, it has to I have to type something in the text box, and when I press the button, it has to read, right? So for that, first I'm going to give some instruction to the button. So when button 1 is clicked, what has to be done? It has to read the text. So for that, text to speech, hold text to speech, there, and I will say something. Okay. sorry, text box, because it's going to read the text in the text box. So I have to select this first. So going to set text box dot text here. When you snap it, right, that's all. So you can change other designs. So because here I used button one dot click, you can use other options as well. Like when you are hovering the mouse, it can speak. So you can change and see the things. So I'm going to the designer part now and going to connect with this emulator. Sorry, I have to build the app first. Okay, if you want, you can copy or scan this QR code. Otherwise, I'll dismiss this. Then I can connect it with the emulator now. I have to dismiss this. Then why it is not running? Again, I'm getting this issue in the emulator, Kasun.
Okay, Harley, then I think it's better to share that QR code or QR
Yes.
QR code, or then you can refresh the companion screen, right?
Yeah. Some connection errors.
Okay, then we'll go to the connect again. So then click the AI companion.
Now immediately working, I think.
Yeah.
What it is, I didn't open this. Okay, I will start the AI companion. Okay. Whoever who wants can is it working? Is the app working now? The students who scan the QR code, or are you doing with me? Created the text to voice app. Yeah, it's not working for me, so I'll, so let's see the chat now. Madam, please share the QR code again. Security error. Okay. Okay, you can get the QR code here. Right now. Okay, working. Right. Okay, now I'm going to give a very small exercise. Like, can you create a small app where you can have one or two button in your app, and when you press, say, name the button as like colors like red, blue, green, and when you press the red button, the background should be changed into red background. And if you press the blue, it should change into blue. Can you try? I'll give another 10 minutes. Actually, 5 minutes is enough, but I will give you 10 minutes. Can you try? Okay. Okay, someone is saying, Madam, I joined now because the electricity went down suddenly. Can you explain shortly what to do now, please? Okay, I have given an exercise to you all to make a simple app where you can have 2 or 3 button in your screen, and you can name with the colors like red, green, even you can color the button as well. So when you press the button, say if you press the red button, the background should be changed into red or blue or likewise. Yeah, if you press the button, then the screen background should be changed into the particular color.
Mm. Mm.
Ali, I think one student already done the project. If he's okay, they can share their screen, right? Okay, I have given sharing access. Then if you like to share your screen or project with us, you can share your screen. And then we can get some idea about your projects. Anyone from the audience?
Very good. So most of the students are doing. Yes. If anyone wants to share, you can do share. Right, fine. Seems that you have got a better understanding of MIT App Inventor. There are a lot of things. This is just a starting at the beginning. So we have some activities for you to do. We will upload it, the activities and the details in the LMS under MIT App Inventor topic. So there we okay, we are going to give another project as well. So everyone must attend and upload your workings as well as with your screenshot, output of the screenshot. And thank you for coming and
Ahali?
yes, Dr.
Yes.
Nali.
Now, if they create something and put it on the Google Play Store, right? Isn't it? If they create an app,
Yes.
how can they put up the link so anyone can check it out? Like,
They can send us the QR code.
they can send us, but how do you put a QR code into the LMS is what I'm thinking about.
They
You
can
can put the image, no?
Yeah,
Image.
definitely. They can upload the images.
You can upload the images. Let me
Images,
think
yes.
of a, no, I don't want us to see it. I want them to share it with everybody else.
Yeah.
Right. Let me think of something so that I will put something on the LMS so that they can, if they want, they can post and say, look at what I did or something like that. You know, we really want this to be driven by the students and for them to interact with each other. This is not compulsory. This is for fun, but it's not only for fun, students. The important thing is like the industry people are always telling you, they are not looking for the bare minimum qualified student. In fact, they don't want a student who has only done the bare minimum, right? So they are looking for people who take every chance to do something beyond what is in the syllabus or whatever it is. Plus, anyway, this is something I think is very exciting, isn't it? You can show everybody in your family also, look, this little app is, I made it myself, just like that. And as you have seen, even with a simple interface like Scratch, I don't know whether you looked at the thing I posted. It's the most complicated looking game can be made out of even what looks like a very simple thing, right? So yeah, we'll carry on with this curriculum. How many lessons did you do today, Ahali? One, is it?
Yes, one.
One. Fine. So first we will work through the curriculum. We'll do all the standard problems that they're giving there. But I think after about 3 or 4, we'll let you make something on your own, if you like, that you can share, and so on while we do this course. Because this course, we are following a syllabus that we got from the internet. It's designed for high schools in the States. But basically, anyway, at the end of it, anyway, even in this curriculum, they have the project. But we'll give you a chance to do your own thing also and submit it so that we can have a look at it. And perhaps we can have a competition also later. That's something I want to work towards. We're going to have a competition for the best Scratch game, because anyway, you have to do a good game for the Future Careers Bridge. And we can do a competition for the best app also. Okay, thank you very much, students. Thank you all for being here. We tell the others that it's not a problem. We will have other sessions, plus the recording of this is also there for a start. Thank you very much, Ahali and Kasum. I hope you found it interesting too.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you so
Dr.
much. Good night, students. Thank you.
Yeah, so you can give me the link to the recording. I will edit it and put it up.
Sure, Dr. Malik. I will share the link.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, everyone.
I'll not be